Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Detroit Lions. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Ford Field. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers his team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. He'll take it at the 42. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 3rd and short. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Looking to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit! I'll let you do the analysis part of it. With every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Jones. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Throwing Jones. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. All the option left, it's Jones. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now a dump off here complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Lions at 9-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 15. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's got it down to the 28.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Rams. Cole Kmet, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by David Long.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this 1st half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The slot man in motion right. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
A full left side taken in by Kmet.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It was third and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Jones out to the flat. That's caught. Touchdown! A great play there. Taking it in. And the Rams have moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Lions 7.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Brings up third and 8.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Back to throw. Jones.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to throw. Jones. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 12 yards.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're getting the football back again.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Hey, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Out. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Jones to throw on third down.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Lions 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
24-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go, here we go. 18 runners.
2nd and 2.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Back to throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. They'll try it now with Swift. He will have the conversion and more than that. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. By having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Lions are back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And some room to maneuver.
And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Mac Jones
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Lions 14.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
17 yards. That's
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Lions on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
14. Matt Gay to kick off for Los Angeles.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
2nd and 1.
At the 28-yard line.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here.
57 yards rushing for now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Here we go,
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Come on, come on. Back in 60. Hurry, hurry.
They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by David Long. And the Rams are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped. I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And my goodness, another interception. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end